Hey, welcome back to another gig log. Today we are at Harrington Farm in Princeton, Massachusetts, and that is about an hour away. What else are you gonna do, you know? So I got here about 2.5 hours early. I have uplights tonight, so I knew that was gonna take an extra minute, and I knew there was gonna be 3 locations. There's 3 locations, but I'm gonna have to transplant the ceremony system over to cocktail hour. Ceremony is just going to be a bagpiper doing the processional and recessional music and the prelude music. I'm just going to be covering vocals, microphones, and then once that's over, I got to transplant the system just across the field under the tent to cocktail hour. And then actually after cocktail hour, I'm going to have to bring the Bose L1 into the main reception room, because that's kind of a big room to kind of fill in that back area. Ceremony system. We got the Bose L1 compact, the Sennheiser G4, and that's the lavalier mic. And then we're receiving the signal through the Sennheiser G4 over here, and that's coming from our microphone right here. And as you can see, it's nice and close to my set, so there shouldn't be any issue with dropouts or anything. JP will be right here. Always a good idea to put fresh batteries in. Okay, this is where cocktail hour is going to be. Once ceremony is over, I just got to grab my Bose L1, transplant it over here for cocktail.
Next up we have bridesmaid Mrs. Alyssa Barisi and Mr. Ben Barisi. Next up we have matron of honor Mrs. Colleen Clendaniel and the groom's brother Mr. Eric Lopez. I feel so close to you right now. Family and friends, please stand and rise if you are able to do so. Margaret and Gabriel.
Ouch, that hurts. She thought that was the funniest thing.
A sweet, caring, and thoughtful human being, and one of my favorite people. Actually.
So that was a really nice wedding. Really nice couple. Good time. It was at a very beautiful venue, as you can see, Harrington Farm. Really pretty place. Not one of my favorite places to play, but still a very, very nice place. Very pretty. Couple lives out of state, so they had to come back. This is where they're from, I guess. But they had to come back, and a lot of the people there were from out of state. It was an older crowd, and a lot of people had to travel. The groom was Mexican and the bride was Scottish, and so they wanted to represent both of their cultures. So for the ceremony, they had a bagpipe player. And for a cocktail hour, the original plan was they were going to have a mariachi band, which I think would have been so cool. But they weren't able to do that for whatever reason. It fell through. So they gave me a mariachi playlist, which I was able to play for a cocktail hour. So I got to check my notes here. Ceremony sound, I did the sound for the ceremony, even though the bagpipe player provided the music. Mics were a little quiet, and that was an issue I've never had before, and that's got nothing to do with my new system. That is my new Sennheiser system, which has been nothing but perfect for me. So I think I just need to mess with the sensitivity a little bit with it. So I'm not too concerned, but I was like, oh, come on, man. You know, more mic problems. Anyway, let's see. The bride was really into Beyonce, Katy Perry type music, and the groom was really into New Order and Joy Division and sort of that dark new wave 80s stuff, which is really cool, man. I didn't know how it was going to work, and I didn't know what the crowd was going to be like. But the groom wasn't much of a dancer. He actually spent most of the night outside. There was this little fire pit area. He spent most of the time out there with his friends, while the bride and her friends were, for the most part, inside dancing. It was a pretty consistent dance floor. But anyway, so I figured out this real cool mix that I had with, Joy Division, New Order, and The Cure, and I had this real cool mix I was going to do, but I didn't end up getting to it. The night didn't call for it, which is too bad. I was pretty psyched to do it, but the two weakest jams of the night were kind of a surprise. Uptown Funk and I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me, Whitney. The two weakest jams of the night were those two. Weird, right? But anyway, it was a really good time. Everybody had a good time. Yeah, I had two this weekend, so I got to get working on my next gig log. But till next time, thanks for watching. Peace.